Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. This is Clarice Lim. Today I'm going to teach you how to draw models. It's something that a lot of students actually don't understand, or maybe some parents don't understand how to help their children, and they end up using algebra and those very complicated methods that their children don't understand. So parents and daddy, mommy and children, watch this together. Okay, so I've designed this so that it is very suitable for P3 and 4. If you are slightly older, P5, you can watch it too. But usually P5 and 6 will be starting to teach you more complicated stuff like the T model and parts and units. So this one will help to build your foundation for the P5, but eventually you'll be learning more complicated stuff. Okay, so P3 and 4, listen up. Okay, let's go on to the problem sums that I'm going to show you today. So the hint to drawing model will be to tackle sentence by sentence. What do I mean? For example, this kind of question. It's quite long, there's many sentences, so how do you tackle this? There were some children and adults in the fair. The number of adults was half the number of boys. There were 4 times as many girls as adults in the fair. So there's 3 characters, there are 24 more girls than boys, and then how many people were in the fair altogether? Whoa, it's very lengthy. It's very difficult for children to understand. So what should you do at this juncture? Okay, so break them down sentence by sentence. There were some children and adults in the fair. Okay, so when you come across children, it's very simple to assume that it is actually one thing, but no, it's actually 2 things, because they will usually refer to children as boys and then as girls. So straight away, if you read on and you realize, oh, there is boys and girls. So what you need to do when drawing model is identify the characters, write the names down first. Okay, so adults, boys and girls. And then the next sentence, the number of adults was half the number of boys. Therefore, adults, if it's adults is 1, okay, so that means it's half. That means who is longer, boys or adults? Boys, correct, because the adults is only half. Okay, it's 1 unit out of the 2 units that the boys have. Okay, then we go on to the next sentence. There were 4 times as many girls as adults. How many adults are there? 1 unit. Therefore, how many girls will there be? 4, because it's 4 times. Okay, so every time the times will tell you how many units you're supposed to draw. Okay, so now you got your units out ready. They said, next sentence, there were 24 more girls than boys. Okay, so you notice that there's something poking out comparing girls and boys. So how many units is poking out for the girls? 2 units. And this 2 units is equals to 24. Okay, so this is how you break down sentence by sentence in order to draw the model out. So the moment you get 2 units equals to 24, that is usually how you want to solve questions. Get the units equals to something, because the moment you can get that, that will lead you to solve the next thing, which is 1 unit. Okay, so 1 unit is equals to 24 divided by 2, which is 12, and therefore, how many people are there all together in the fair? It will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 units altogether. 1 unit is 12 times 7 equals 84. Okay, let's try this next question on your own. Very similar. You can pause the video here in order to try it out on your own on the paper. I'll carry on here. So Joel, Kelly and Linus had some comics. The number of comics that Joel had was half. Again, half the number of comics that Kelly had. So now we know there's 3 characters, Joel, Kelly and Linus. Okay, so half meaning Joel is only 1 and Kelly has more. So Kelly has 2. Linus had 5 times as much as Joel. How much does Joel have? Joel has only 1. So Linus has 5. Okay, so Linus and Kelly, Linus has got this 3 units poking out, and this 3 units is therefore the 45 more than Kelly. Okay, so if 3 units equals to 45, the moment you get that sentence, you will know what to do next. Find 1 unit. Okay, so 1 unit will be 45 divided by 3, which is 15, and altogether 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 units altogether, therefore 15 times 8 equals 120. The next thing that you need to learn will be to make the units the same size. Okay, so for example, this question. Andy had 2 times as many pencils as Beatrice. Beatrice had 2 times as many pencils as Charlie. So Andy had 192 more pencils than Charlie. Okay, so there's 3 person, usually is A, B, and C. You notice that? Andy, Beatrice, and Charlie. So how many pencils did Andy Beatrice and Charlie have altogether. Okay, how do you make the units the same size? Let's take a look. Okay, so 3-person, A, B, and C, Andy, Beatrice, and Charlie. How do you draw? Sentence by sentence first. Andy had 2 times as many pencils as Beatrice. Let's deal with that sentence first. Therefore, you draw Andy has 2, Andy has 2, and Beatrice has 1. So Andy had 2 times as many. Okay, so we're done with that sentence. Let's move on to the next sentence. Beatrice had 2 times as many pencils as Charlie. So Beatrice had 2 times. Wait a minute, the children will usually stumble here. They will be thinking, Beatrice only has 1. How do I give him 2? Oh, I will draw another one here for Beatrice. No, that is wrong, children. Do not do that. So when they say Beatrice had 2, you can't change this relationship between Andy and Beatrice. Whatever Beatrice has is fixed, unless you change Andy as well. But you're not going to do that because it complicates matter. So how do we make Beatrice 2 times? Very simple. We'll just need to cut what Beatrice has already. Okay, so we give him a line. Okay, once we give Beatrice a line, we'll be able to know, okay, Beatrice now has 2, right? And Charlie will therefore be 1 time of what Beatrice has. But you notice that the next thing they tell you, Andy had 192 more pencils than Charlie. Okay, so which means from here, this is the difference between them. Okay, Andy has 192 more pencils than Charlie. So how many pencils did all of them have altogether? So again, children stumble. Hey, different sizes. This one is big size, this one is small size. Oh, never mind, I'll just count them as the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then they say 5 units. No. You can't do that. The trick in model drawing is that all the models must be in the same size. Okay, children? Models must be in the same size. That's what you ultimately want to achieve, because only when they are of the same size, you'll be able to solve the question. If they are of different size, you can't solve them because you can't divide accordingly. Right? So how do you make them the same size? Very simple. Each unit is cut into 2. So you make those long units cut into 2 as well to make them the same size. Now, do you see that they are the same size now? So how many do we have altogether? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 units altogether. So this 192 is therefore made up of 1, 2, and 3. 3 units equals to 192. Okay, so 3 units equals to 192. Voila, you know how to solve the next thing, which is 1 unit. So 1 unit will be 192 divided by 3 equals to 64. 7 units altogether. 64 times 7 equals to 448. Okay, so this is how you solve this kind of question. Let's try another one. You may pause the video here and try it on your own. I'll carry on. Michael had 3 times as many seashells as Nicole. Nicole had 2 times as many seashells as Ollie. Okay, the moment you see this times, 3 times, 2 times, straight away you come to your mind, you know you need to draw the model. Let's draw the model. So there's 3 person altogether, Michael, Nicole, and Ollie. Okay, Mike, Nicole, Ollie. So Michael had 3 times as many as Nicole. Nicole then had 2 times as many as Ollie. So Nicole only has 1 versus Michael 3. Can I add 1 more for Nicole to make her 2? You can't. Don't complicate matters. What you need to do is stay whatever you have drawn, stay constant, because Michael cannot have more. Nicole will have to cut whatever she has into 2 in order to have Ollie 1 versus Nicole 2. That's what you do. In order to make them all the same size, you need to continue and cut everybody into the same size. But before that, let's deal with the next sentence first. Michael had 185 more seashells than Ollie, which is the difference line will be from here. You see from here, this is Michael poking out from Ollie, and this is 185. So I make everybody the same size. Okay, I cut them up. Therefore, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 units equals to 185. 1 unit will be 185 divided by 5. Total 37. Altogether, how many do I have units? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 units is 37 times 9 equals 333. Okay, that's all for today. This is how to draw models part 1. The next one, I will teach you how to draw models part 2 using before and after questions, also for P3 to P5. I'll see you next. Bye-bye.